Brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today we're going to be playing as the most upvoted nation from the last video, which is Trinidad and Tobago, which is an expert level start. So we start off the coast of Venezuela as a small island nation. We're the 111th best GDP, 154th population. GDP per capita is actually surprisingly high at 60. Military power is 192. We don't have any troops. That's not bueno. Let's try and find if we have any friends. We're friends with the Vatican City, but that's not going to help us out a lot. We could spend a lot of money, become friends with Mexico. Is there anyone that's like going to be cheap? Let's just look at the big countries by nation. Brazil's 3 million, United States 31 million, 6 million, a little bit expensive, and out of reach. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet. No. Here's what we'll do. We'll get research first. So we'll go down to social research. We'll get 30 points into social research discount. We'll get 2 points into moral high ground. Boom. And now that alliance price should be cheaper than 400,000. Yeah, that was worth it. Okay, so now we can get alliance with Mexico. And now we need to spend the rest of our money building up troops. We have 2.48 million left to spend. I get 2k tanks. That would be nice. That is a lot of our money gone. That's okay. We get 1,000 rockets. We don't probably have a lot of manpower here. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, 61%, 42%, 35. We still have a lot for helicopters though, so we'll buy some in helicopters and call that our army. Now, as for our budget, we're going to bring down social spending, bring up military because we're actually going to have one. Bring up research really high, 2.5% growth. We'll see what that looks like. Our exchange rate is pretty bad right now. Let's just double check to see if there's any very cheap friends we can get. We can become friends with Venezuela, but they are an autocracy. We are a democracy. Yes, we are. So we'd like to make more friends with other democracies because when you make friends with autocracies, that hurts the feelings of other democracies who may not like that autocracy. Nobody really cares that much about other autocracies or other democracies. So we'll just take a quick look here, see if there's anybody we can afford that we would want. And the answer to that's really no. So we'll just exist here with Mexico as our friend. Okay, we have our tankers and rocket artillery. I'm going to go ahead and jump on Haiti. They're a good target in North America, good population, no troops. Get them out of the way. A nice autocracy to get rid of. Jamaica doesn't have any troops. They're a democracy. So I'd much rather get in position to fight Guyana, who is also an autocracy. We're going to try and wait for our foot soldiers out here because we don't want to waste our tanks and everything. But if we can get Guyana, that'd be a good start for us. Okay, there's our full army. 5 million firepower. Let's go ahead and fight Guyana. Just double check to make sure that they don't have any friends. They don't have any friends, so they're a great target to get right now. Let's go ahead and fight them down. There we go. They are out of the way. Is there anyone else over here that's really weak? Costa Rica, 70th best GDP. Only friends with the Vatican City. I think we can jump on that. That would also help us out going east and west. Still friends with Mexico? Still friends with Mexico. There we go. Costa Rica's done. We could go after all these islands, but I think a lot of them are democracies. That's France, so that's not very helpful. Like Dominica. Yeah, they're democracies, so I don't want to anger people by attacking other democracies, at least for the time being, especially as there's not a lot of benefit from it. So we might go over here to the Gambia, grab that while nobody's looking. Gambia is also going to help us lower our GDP per capita, which currently sits at 80. So we have lowered it by grabbing Costa Rica and Guyana, but it'd be better if we grab these Africa holdings. India is already moving over there. Ooh, hopefully we can get there in time. Okay, so we were able to grab the Gambia. Is Senegal worth it? They've got 2 million. I would prefer people who don't have troops, which doesn't look like we have many options left. We do have borders on India. That's Iceland, so we can't fight them. India, do you want to be friends now? I mean, almost. How's our exchange rate? 60? Buy that. Went actually down. Okay, so that wasn't very helpful. We gotta be really selective with who we fight now. Gotta be jumping on people who don't have really anything going for them. Potentially getting invaded already. So I'm gonna keep my troops over here because I think there'll be more opportunities in Africa than anywhere else. Burkina Faso's out of troops. See if we can sneak over here. And we could also potentially jump in on Niger. So let's grab some of this as well. Not very much at all, actually. You don't have a lot of troops. Are you worth it? You are a democracy. India's going really wild, though. Let's just go ahead and grab these guys. Just because they really don't have the troops. It'll be worth it. They have a decent population. Okay, how are we looking now? 56 GDP, 19th in population. So we've gone up a lot. GDP per capita is skyrocketed in the right direction. So we're at 128. Military power is 45, so we're rather weak. We're not making a ton of money, but almost at 100 is like a good mark for a starting country or for a starting small country. And we really haven't expended a lot of troops to do that. We still have our allies of India and Mexico, so we should be okay for the time being. I would love to recruit with my new manpower some actual units of commandos though. So let's get a unit of those guys rocking. Dude, is Turkey getting rocked by Syria right now? If we could get up there somehow. We just don't have the troops. It's not realistic. If anything, I kind of want to keep an eye on Kenya. Yeah, let's get our reservists and go to Kenya. Or our new troops and go to Kenya. In fact, I'm just going to bring these troops over. If the reservists get there in time, that's fine. But I don't have a lot of money for peace treaties, so I'm just going to go quietly through the south of Africa, see if we can get there in time. Hopefully these guys will be done soon. Yeah, Kenya is completely out of troops. They're a great target. 65th best GDP. They're in autocracy right now. Population 27. GDP very high. GDP per capita very high. So let's jump on Kenya. Oop, let's just double check. You don't have any like big friends running around? No, you don't. All right, Kenya's gone. Now we're making over 100. That's fantastic. This part of the world's been absolutely wrecked. Cambodia got throttled. They were over here. Iran, how are you doing? You still have 6 million, but you are getting invaded by China. What about Uganda? How strong are you? You don't have any troops either, and you're right here. You don't have any friends, so I think we just take out Uganda really quickly. It looks like India's starting a war. China's establishing their presence here. How's this looking? You still have your troops. Are you going to fight the DRC? I mean, you're fighting down their armies. They just have reservists. Where are the economic zones for the DRC? Kind of everywhere. I think we fight the DRC. Just double check to make sure they don't have any friends. Nope. Go. Oh, China's grabbing some of it. Oh, well. I'd love to grab this side because there's a good port and economy. Oh, frick. And also be easier to connect our armies, I was going to say. Can we get some tanks? We've lost a lot of tanks. Love to get like 500 more. In fact, let's save for a second. Let's invest in international aid, which will make people less angry with us when we invade. Spain is invading Nigeria, though. Frick. We gotta risk this. So is the United States. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Okay, give me those tanks after all. Okay, let's push those tanks. Let's push into Nigeria. Again, I don't think they have any friends. They're friends with Russia. Russia's getting throttled. Can we get up there to get any meaningful land? I think there's a chance the computers don't finish them off, so let's try. We'll forget about Nigeria. We'll leave that for Spain and India. Let's also get this international aid, and we'll push for whatever land we can get. Ideally, we'll be able to get around the UK, but that's kind of unrealistic, if we're being honest with ourselves, because we really don't have the army to split, but I would love to get down south if possible. Yeah, it's a feeding frenzy at this point for land. We've missed out on the really good land, but if we take a look at the economy map, there's still some good cities down south that we can push for. It's been a while since we checked on diplomacy. Still friend. Can we be friends with you? 19 million. Frick. Okay, so we did capture all the cities we wanted to grab, which was this sector right here. Brought our economy up to making about 200 a tick. Still are not friends. We're actually at war with Brazil. That's scary. But we can peace out with them for very cheap, so we'll definitely do that. We're at war with anybody else. Just Russia at this point. We can become allied to Brazil. Are you a democracy still? Yeah, let's become allied to Brazil. 8,000, that's totally worth. United States, are you cheaper now that I'm not at war? You're actually more expensive. Okay. How's our exchange rate? 59%, hasn't changed much. Brazil declared on you? Yeah, I didn't even see that. Oh, this is why the United States didn't like. They're invading Brazil, and we just got a peace treaty with Brazil. That's a lot of missed opportunity. I mean, I think they'll live. The United States isn't finishing the job, but we'd love to be able to pounce on that too. Now, how long is our peace treaty with Brazil? 8,000 days. We're no longer friends with India. Okay, there's still a little bit of Russia left. We'll let the other countries figure it out. I want to keep an eye on Brazil. So I'm going to send my troops home. We have been building some reserves in the back lines here of just commandos and gunners is what we're kind of focusing on right now. We're making about 200. The exchange rate's bad. India stopped being our friend. China, you're communism still. We're getting close to being able to be friends with the United States. We should also start probably working down prestige, be more friendly with people. We're almost to the point of being friends with the United States. We definitely will buy this when it's available. Got it. How's our freaking peace treaty with Brazil? Still forever away. I don't think we're gonna get any of it. Yeah. We have 5,000k days. The United States will definitely be able to roll through this in 5k days. Unfortunate. Oh, but Venezuela is getting attacked. You were friends with Bolivia and China. I think I could peace out with China. Let's fight Venezuela down. China's got a lot on their plate right now. I don't know how much they can dedicate to actually fighting me. But let's just double check to make sure they are at war with us. But it's a peace treaty we can afford. It's honestly not that expensive. Frickin' India, dude. Took everything. Really getting annoyed with how big India is getting. There's not a lot I can do about it. But as it sits right now, we're the 18th best GDP, 5th in population. GDP per capita is still pretty high. We need some more targets that we can take advantage of, but India's been going wild. So is China. So it's made it hard to really jump on anything. But we did get that friendship with the United States, so that brought up our exchange rate to 70%. So our money's a little bit more valuable. Looks like everyone's in a little bit of an economic recession right now. We moved up to 17th. Let's go. Suck it, Brazil. Worst thing I did in this game was get an alliance with you. But let's start investing in our military. Let's get 1,000 more tanks out there. We barely have any armor, so we definitely need to be investing in that. We've put a lot of money into getting alliances. That alliance with the United States was very costly, but it's already paying for itself. We were hovering around like 199. With that alliance, we're now making 283. And if we can get our exchange rate up even higher, that'd be better. So I am going to just keep checking alliances to make sure there's nobody like super strong that we couldn't become besties with. We're going to jump on Mauritania. How strong is Morocco, this gun? It's pretty strong. Let's just see if we can snipe a little bit more for ourselves. There we go. I would like to strike Saudi Arabia. In fact, let's just do that now. They're getting strong. That could really help out our economy. They are still an autocracy. Let's go strike Saudi Arabia. It'll be expensive, but at this point in the game, I'm feeling like we need to do something drastic in order to stay in it. Whoa, hold up. Indonesia? Friends with so many people in the world. Let's see. Japan, Australia. Yeah, so many people in Europe. Couldn't do it. Plus, I think they are an autocracy or democracy, and they are. I'm going to go ahead and fight down Mr. Saudi Arabia over here. Get ready to peace out with all the boys who are going to be angry with me about this. But we need to increase our GDP level. 17 is not going to cut it. We got to get in the top 10 somehow. So let's just see if anyone's declared war on us. Yes. Oman, Somalia, the UAE, Taiwan for some reason. That'll be fine. So this is their big army. Knocks us down to 16 million where we were started at like 22. That's okay. The money we'll get from this will be worth it. We just got to get through these mountains first off. And this is a big enough army I feel comfortable splitting it. I don't want other countries jumping on this too quickly. Yeah, here comes the friggin' Netherlands. Let's make sure we get the economic zones. So we'll push here with you, and we'll push up here with you into the capital. Okay, so we grabbed most everything we wanted. We're now making 400, up to 13th in the world. So moved up 4 positions just from getting Saudi Arabia. It did hurt us a little bit militaristically, but I'll be okay. We're about to get another level of prestige. And then we take our army. How much do we have left? 14 million. Oof. Gonna need a lot more tanks. Colombia's falling to Spain. Not gonna be able to jump on that, unfortunately, but I think Saudi Arabia was the better target. Grab some more tanks and take this opportunity to build up our military. Exchange rate's at 68%. Is there anyone that wants to be friendly with me? Turkey, but they're dead. My God. Spain. Spain, are you a democracy? Yeah, let's get an alliance with Spain. We have direct borders with them. Actually, we don't. Let's still get that alliance, though. Let's go ahead and see if we can jump over to Colombia. Let's take the most peaceful route we possibly can. See if we can get over there. How much longer is our alliance treaty with Brazil? About to run out. Never mind. Scratch that. We're going to Brazil. Brazil has 7 million troops, but they're all foot soldiers. Now, diplomacy-wise, they have made some friends. Nobody I'm super concerned with. Let's fight down Brazil. Yeah, so we crushed their army. A lot of militias here. Dude, they must have guerrilla warfare. This could be slightly more painful than I initially bargained for. So unfortunately, having to share a good amount of that with Spain, but they're out of the way. We're now in the top 10. Great news. Need to keep building up the military, though. So I think we take this time saying we're good enough, and we're going to build up. And if there's a good opportunity that arises, we'll say we'll take it. Other than that, 71% exchange rate. Just double checking our big allies. India, still friends. Spain, still friends. So we are still good on those fronts. And nobody else we really would like to become friends with is even close to being wanting to be friends with us. Other than maybe France. Yeah, we could become friends with France. I don't know if I want to spend $1 million on it. I'd much rather spend that on troops. We'll get these guys up and we'll send them home, though. And we'll just kind of relax for a few minutes. But our tiny army of 12 million is not going to do anything. In fact, can we start producing stuff? I think we're at the point now where producing an army would be smart, especially reservists. Getting on those early would be helpful. So that later in the game, if we get invaded, we have a big stockpile of them. Everybody's so strong right now. We're just a little baby over here with 13 million. I don't know how we're going to get out of this one. This is going to be a real rough one. I think we're going to be in for a long game. Just looking at the map, being like, the big guys are big. None of them are weak. But we want to work our way up to this, because this will just increase the amount of research we produce, which I think at this point, there's no way to win this militaristically without finishing up the research trees. It's just a rough spot. We could jump on South Sudan and Sudan. Most of their big guys, big friends are gone, so might as well do that. Let's get a big order of tanks along the way. Start building up an army at home. But they don't even have tanks, so this should be not that bad of a battle. Now, this will bring in a potential number of allies. Let's see who's declared war on us. Nobody. Now, what if I fought Sudan down? Before we do that, Serbia would get involved. Let's see. only one. Egypt would get involved. No, they wouldn't. Let's fight them. We'll see who comes to battle us. Okay, Serbia has. Serbia. That's not you. Where are you? Where's Serbia? There. Peace treaty. Anybody else? Just Serbia. Great. Then let's split. Start pushing. Okay, we knocked out the Sudans. Let's go ahead and fight the car. In fact, I'm just going to send you home. No need to bring you into this fight yet. What is our political freedom at? 49. Wow. Well, we're fighting these guys. All right. Well, they're done. We are at war with the UAE, so we might as well fight them too. Okay. They're done. Let's take a look at who's at war with us. It's Qatar and Turkey. I'll take Qatar. I don't even know where Turkey exists, to be honest with you. They're up there. We'll peace out with them. I don't anticipate us ever fighting them anytime soon. And are we at war with anybody else? New Zealand. We'll peace out with you, just so we don't fight you. And we'll see if we can start getting some more allies. Canada. Love it. Germany. No. Yeah, that's Germany. Germany. Yeah. Mexico we want to buy back. India we want to buy back. Now our exchange rate's 73%, so we're finally in the green, which is great. I think we just send everybody home now. And we can finish up the last level of prestige, which means we can start working down innovative spirit, which is 5.8. So that each time we increase this, it's going to increase the amount of research we produce, which will be very helpful. Will help us catch up to the rest of the world. We're not going to be able to catch up to them militaristically, at least for now. There's a lot of strong boys out there. Now, taking a look who's in the lead. It's the United States, but China's not that far behind them. Japan's in third, fourth is United Kingdom, fifth is France. We are now in ninth. Let's go us. Indonesia might pass us though. We still have a big army. Egypt. Ooh, Egypt. I'm glad we came over here. We can get some of Egypt. I don't even care who they're friends with. Well, I'm going to check regardless, but yeah, nobody is going to stop me fighting them. Poland. Let's get an alliance treaty with you just so you don't fight us. You're kind of the only one. Let's see if we can jump up here and get Cairo, sneak it away. Germany fought down their army. France is here. France, get out of the way. Damn you, France. It's like the fourth time France has sniped land away from me. Oh, I get blocked from the coast. Ugh. Well, I'm going to fight down Libya. Will you please let me get a border? Thank you. All right, so we get Libya, which means we get access to Algeria, which if we get access to Algeria, we can get access to the Mediterranean, which is not going to be too helpful at this point in the game. Iraq? That's your army you're saying. Let's go fight Iraq. Now, has anyone declared war to me? South Africa has, and Peru. Peace out with those two. South Africa, no need to fight, brother. Peru, yeah, no need to fight you either. Okay, so where does that put us now? 8th, solidly in 8th place. Population's 3rd. Exchange rate 72%. I need slightly more friends. Oh, we can become friends with France, might as well, and South Africa. Did we lose any friends because of that? We could also become friends with the Netherlands. Yeah, and why not just spend a little bit on Latvia too? A lot of friends. Exchange rate now at 75%. Excellent. Oh, and we can start putting points in the innovative spirit. Missed that. There's one. Let's go. Hello. Indonesia's falling. I think we have enough money to buy off friends. We have 40 million firepower. I think we could take down Indonesia. Or China has to fight a lot of people. I think we could get away with it. Yeah, Slovenia's declared war on us. Let's see who's declared war. Just Slovenia. See if we can buy them off. That's Slovakia. Slovenia's here. Yeah, 3K. Totally worth. The economy we're going to get from Indonesia is going to be huge. Ethiopia's declared war on us. We can get them too. China's at war with us. Hi, bud. Do you not want to not be at war with us? I think they're mad because they fought down Indonesia and we're getting all the benefits from it, which is fair. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but it's fair. Okay, that's Indonesia done. Great. Let's gather our army. How are we looking? 53 million now. But we are now the 4th biggest GDP, so that was a big swing for us. 3rd in population, 44 GDP per capita. Amazing. Amazing. Military power is 4th. Pakistan, are you going down? You are going down. You barely have any firepower. Can I jump over there with my big army, or is Vietnam going to cut us off? Let's see if we can get over there in time. We can get over there in time. Does Pakistan have any friends we need to worry about? United Kingdom, Israel, Poland, you're our friend. Get over here. How are our relations? We lost some friends. Is it worth? I'm going to say yes. Great. Let's start splitting. Oh, by the way, ammunition shortage? Oh, we're fine. Okay, I have not checked that all game. I've really been not looking at that at all. All right, so we finish off Pakistan. Now, what are we looking like? We are 4th in GDP. Who's ahead of us? Japan is. They're growing faster than us, but we're growing faster than the USA and China both are. Plus, we were just actively at war. Let's send everybody home. Should be a much easier route to get back home, east and west, and start building up the army again. We still don't have a lot of tanks, all things considered. I'd love that number to be more around 20. But the armed forces, the foot soldiers are doing well. Let's see how well the production line's doing. 26% could increase that. Let's go ahead and do that. This is a very interesting game, though. There's no one running away with this one. In fact, the United States is going down while everybody else is going up, so China's about to catch them. I want to increase research a little bit. I'm going to decrease military spending a slight amount, just so we can start powering through this. And I think now we start... I think this is the point where we have a big enough military to jump in on anything if anything dramatic happens. But barring that, I think we start saving for building up our economy through the economic tree. So that's going to be a long research tree. We're almost done with innovative spirit. We'll get up to 98%. Increase our research. We'll go down blind nationalism. I don't know if any of these are good. Yeah, not really the best. I think we'll just start pushing down economic research. So that's going to be kind of our plan here. It's going to be a really long Cold War, but that's kind of where the world is giving, what the world's giving us right now. There's no real big countries to jump on. Nothing super valuable. Maybe Chile down here, but they have 19 million, so no, not even them. So it's going to be a little bit of a waiting period. Now, what Sovereign Wealth Fund does is it basically takes the money sitting in your bank, puts it back into the economy, so this grows higher, so you produce more, and it keeps feeding this back and forth and back and forth. So you can see we have like 500 million now. It's really exploded how much we're making. And each time we invest in this, it's going to keep doing that until we start getting G's, multiple G's, and then maybe some, I don't know, I think the game says T first or G. It has a weird one. But we'll be making so much money that then we can buy massive amounts of army, constantly replenish them, and not have to worry about diplomacy as much. Now, this does come at the cost of us growing slower than everybody else. So, oh, Japan overtook the United States. Wow. So we are going to sit in 5th, probably even drop a little bit lower, but that's the price we're paying for the amount of research we are putting into the amount of research we're taking out of our economy to put it into getting more sovereign wealth fund. Algeria, how are you doing? You're down on troops. Ooh, let's take this momentary break and go fight Algeria. They're friends with the United Kingdom, the Czech Republic, Romania, and Ireland. Well, let's buy a friendship with you. Czech, are you strong this run? Not really, not enough for me to want to be friends. So we'll fight them down. We'll peace out with who we need to. And no one's declared war on us yet. So I don't think anyone will. All right, so we finished Algeria. Let's gather everyone, tell them to go home. Morocco's really strong in this one, surprisingly so. And we go back to our kind of zoom through of getting more research. China's fallen off. The new leader in the world economically is Japan, followed by the United States, then Spain. This is a very close game. Japan doesn't have that big of an army. We could definitely fight Japan. We don't have a peace treaty with them. Need to buy India back. I don't know why you're being so stubborn about that. Do you have a lot of troops? You have a lot of troops. Yeah, I'm going to keep friends with you. Spain is probably playing the economy game. Yeah, they're playing the economy game. So is Japan. Japan would be an easier target because they just have this, this, and this to get down. Spain is everywhere. Spain's all across the map. Ooh, this might be the end of China, though. They looks like they were invading Nepal, which everyone got very angry about. They've got 39, but how many reserves do they have? 200. Enough for us to want to stay out of it for now. Mexico is fighting down Argentina, though. That'd be interesting because I'd be considerate of fighting down Mexico themselves. Let's go jump on Argentina, though. Okay, Argentina's done. Didn't add a lot, but at least it prevented Mexico from getting stronger. They just have foot soldiers. That's not that big of an army if it's just foot soldiers. Japan's got 35k tanks. I think we can fight Mexico down. But let's finish up what we need to do, which is getting sovereign wealth fund, and then we need to get the military logistics so we don't, when we're chaining attacks, we're not running out of ammunition and having to stop. The United States is also just as equal of a target. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to diplomatically interfere with the United States. They're no longer our friends. I don't think we have a peace treaty with them. We do not. We've got a good amount of troops right now. Let's invade the United States. We'll buy off who we need to of their friends. We do have 8 Gs in the bank. But while they're fighting Canada, we'll invade Florida. Who's declared war on us? Iceland has. Iceland's the only one to declare war on us. Hey, bud. We'll see you later. Germany's declared war on us. 200 million, a little bit expensive, but affordable. They have 15 million left, so we can definitely afford to split. Getting these peace treaties is expensive, but at the same time, the benefits we will get from getting the United States land will be much more worth it. We'll be able to get that really quickly. Get that back really quickly. Spain's over here. Rick, didn't see you, buddy. Let's just double check. Who are we at war with? A lot of people. Let's start piecing out everybody but the United States. There. And Mexico's been fighting us this whole time. They're down to 20 million. I think we'll fight Mexico. I don't know. We'll send everybody home for now. I do want to let the benefits of Sovereign Wealth Fund get up to like 10 million before we start spending, and then we need to buy armor. We have a lot of foot soldiers, but we don't have a lot of tanks and rocket artillery and stuff like that. So we definitely need to buy that stuff. I like to use like 10 Gs as kind of like my buffer zone. So I think a little bit more waiting would be advantageous for us, especially as we are at first World's going to turn on us, and I don't think we have the military for it. So definitely don't want to take more territory until we get a lot more money. Let's get up to like 20 Gs. And then let's start going down military. Okay. We have 30 Gs in the bank. Now's the time we start buying big units of tanks and stuff. So we get a G, we get a tank, we get 6,000 tanks. Let's buy like 4 of these. We'll buy 4 rockets. We're going to buy a few helicopters as well. A few units of aircraft. Why not? And then honestly, probably more tanks and rockets because a lot of people have tanks. Canada's declared war on us. Could you not? We'll also we've unlocked drones, so we're gonna get some drones in addition. Okay, so we have a pretty good army. We have a lot of troops. Let's just get let's just spend a lot of money on killer robots really quickly. We'll just fill out the tree here with these guys. There. Okay, so now our army strength is 300 million. Mexico looks ripe for the picking and has already been fighting us a little bit, so we're gonna go fight them. We'll be able to peace out with whoever attacks us because of how much money we have. So you can see Malaysia declared war on us right away. Sweden, Bulgaria. In fact, let's just do this really quickly. Go down. The list of people who don't like us is large. Anybody that's not a G, I'm going to buy off. So this will limit the amount of people that we fight at once. Most importantly, China's not involved and they have the second strongest military. We obviously have the first at this point. So let's split this army once and just start taking over Mexico. Yeah, so we're still going to be fighting a lot of the world, but not everyone at once. So I don't mind weakening some of the world, but just everybody all at once would be a little bit rough. I'm going to peace out with everybody, regardless of cost, minus Spain. Okay, that should be everybody. I just noticed that we were taking pretty heavy losses. We started with 300 million. We've already lost 70 million of that just fighting Mexico. That's not very sustainable numbers. If we can keep everybody at peace with us, minus those two, we should be okay. Because I kind of want to attack Spain next. Spain has 34% of the world. They're a little bit spread out. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. We have 38. We would need to probably attack Japan quickly. We could probably get Australia. China's basically worthless. They're only worth like 8%. We could get Australia done. That would be a good one. Let's finish off Mexico first, and then we'll take a stake at what we're looking at in the world. Now, we are still keeping our research up high because I want to keep going through Art of War. You can see people are starting to drop nuclear bombs on me. It's just Mexico right now, which is unfortunate. Now, we're playing a little bit of a tightrope because if we get too high, people will start dropping nuclear bombs on us. Is that Mexico done? They still have more territory. The mongrels. We still have all of our killer robots being produced. We still have 30 Gs in the bank, and we can get another level Art of War. I think if we try and get Spain done and the world doesn't hate us, we could easily get Japan out of the way and win the game. So I think that's going to be our strategy. But let's finish up Mexico first and then go into Spain. All right, that's Mexico done. Send everybody home. Spain, what's your army even at anymore? 10 million. Yeah. Let's gather what kind of soldiers we have. These robots. And we'll go into Spain. Okay, let's go launch a war on Spain and see who all declares war on us for doing this. Number of people. That's fine. We can buy them all off. They all have peace treaties with us. Spain only has 10 million. So we need a little bit of speed to get this done so that the peace treaties don't end before we finish invading Spain. Spain, I did not realize you had 20 million reservists. I should check that out, but it's fine. We can crush it. Our armies are not separated, so they're still fighting together. Doesn't actually really hurt us that bad either. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and split one more time. Oh my god, people will not stop fighting me. I thought I spent 35 Gs and I was very concerned. Okay, this is the last level of Art of War that we need. So from here, what we can do is turn around and then put all the money into war tactics and war economy. And then I believe we can also lower the amount of research we're spending, which will help our economy grow more so that we don't lose economic progress as fast. We're not investing as much still into the economic progress that we could be. We're at 70%. We need France. We need France and Japan. France we're already at war with. So let's finish up Spain. In fact, let's just gather everybody. Forget Spain. I think they're done anyways. This is the last little bit. We'll take a little bit of time to do that. Okay, gather everyone on the coast of France. Make sure we're not at war with a lot of people, which we are. Start buying them off again. You know what we'll do? We'll declare war, and then we'll buy them off. There we go. Now we buy them off. Just so we have a clean slate. Oh, somebody costs a lot. Hold on. Buy off everybody we can. We spent too much. Okay, we need 15%. Japan is 26. That's more than enough. So we just need to fight Japan down. That's definitely possible. So let's ignore everything else. Send everybody over to Japan. Man, China fell off, huh? Look at how much land they have. And they percentage-wise, they're at 11. They were at 8 at one point. Okay. 16% needed. We fight Japan. Let's split 4 times. Yeah, their army's there. We're at 92 already, though. It goes so quickly. Let's just keep splitting. because I'm worried the rest of the world's going to come over. I'm not worried about peace treaties anymore. 97, 98, 99. There we go. Trinidad and Tobago dominates the world after 105.22 days. Oh, that was the end. Fortunately for us, we had Japan, who was so strong but very consolidated, so they were an easy target to pick off at the end, which is why we saved them for the end. But that was Trinidad and Tobago. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hey, make sure to leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. We put up videos every day. And if you have a nation recommendation you want me to play as next, put in the comments down below. We play as the most upvoted nation in every video. But for now, boys, that will do it for me. Adios. Have a great time. Bye-bye. And I'll see you in the next one.